inventory.
Oh. Oh, you were desynthing?
I'm repairing.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm gonna start streaming. Just gotta press the button when I can. Alright. Storm clouds. Back. Short. Thunderstorm coming up. Twisters. $14. donuts first. Chain lightning. Thunderstorm.
Boy, it'd be nice if I could find a sphere right about now.
Twisters?
Like, they're literally all gone.
Oh shoot, I forgot about the twisters.
Okay.
Second 14. Grab an orb. Then storm clouds after this. Back.
We are going to deal with chain lightning.
Chain lightning right now. Or after these explosions, I should say.
I need 2 orbs.
I'll be when you get a chance. Donuts. Oh. No donuts. No donuts for anyone.
Maybe I wanted a Danish.
A bear claw.
Well, you can have one of those, but you just can't have a donut.
What if it's a potchki?
Hotchki?
That's fine too.
Piroshki?
I mean, it's basically a donut.
Basically a donut, only usually filled with like apple chunks and stuff.
But since it's not named donut, it's fine.
But here's the real question is, what if it's a savory fried pastry?
Like an empanada.
What if it has meat and cheese in it?
I support all pastries.
Some beignets. Oh. Most. So yeah, I used to get beignets in Texas, and every time I did, I felt like I was breaking some sort of like cardinal sin. I guess it is gluttony.
Because
Ah.
you eat too many.
I mean, just even one beignet, which nobody eats just one, uh, feels gluttonous.
Yeah, and they come in a grease-soaked paper bag where it's like 4 of them, and you're like, I ate one, but there's still 3, and they're so good when they're hot. I should eat them now while they're fresh.
Aren't they like you just have like sugar, just like powdered sugar?
Powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like let's take dough, let's fry it, and then like that's not enough. Cover it with literal sugar.
I mean, the other thing about beignets is they feel so light. They're like very airy.
Until you eat 4 of them after a meal, because I didn't realize it was meant for not one person.
Doubt.
So I take it.
This
it's
is
not-
America, Canada. That's a one-person service.
It's not possible to get on the roof, is it? All right, no damage down. No damage down.
I'm afraid if it will in fact suffer Garuda failing.
I agree.
I feel like their Aggies should do more damage to them.
I don't. That would make this fight really annoying.
Barrel's gone. Knock back.
See me if you're awake. Unlike me.
You lose adjust, no problem. I got you.
Gotcha. First set of tellers. Struck spark.
Three.
Second set of tellers. Going straight back towards the upper. Large barrel.
Wow. I shouldn't have got hit by either of those. What the fuck's going on? That's a big shield.
We take 0? Yes.
And some healers north.
Fortunately, different shields stacked together. It's quite nice.
GPS south. Chairs and Pharaoh coming up. Strike spark.
Four.
AoE in the middle. Conflict. Get in. Behind. Garuda stuff.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting you to go that far out.
I don't know how to do this again.
Don't you do it like in the first phase? It's like the third mechanic device.
I don't know my position for it. It's whatever.
Fencing healers up north. DPS. Limit break.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Remember to buy potions now, so I don't forget later. Because we're going to need potions in the final one. We are at that point.
Second, I have to see what.
If I wasn't ready, I'm ready.
I think you're just up to it.
I'm back. I'm ready.
What Tam really means is he's ready for the carry.
To be the carry.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need no one helping me out. I'm a strong, independent champion.
They're called heroes, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Hero.
It's fine.
Whatever.
It's the same thing. What do they call them in
Champion,
bots?
hero.
You identify as a champion instead of a hero.
Yep. I sexually identify as a champion.
Which one?
Just a champion in general. Reds first. Blue will be first next. And blue's be first again.
I'm dead.
Back here, real quick.
Oh. Sucker.
Oh no.
What?
Did the other one get?
20% behind our?
Well, that's not the problem I was expecting to have.
Wait, what?
I switched when ours was at like 10% and yours was like way up there. Weird. Oh well.
I lose a lot more DPS than Salenta does, because Salenta has dots.
I mean, the person who's in the back always loses more DPS. Who's the trailing one or whatever.
Shouldn't be 20% though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, being a tank isn't going to be 20%.
Feels bad.
Reds first. Reds first again. Now blue.
Why?
Oh.
Ooh.
I got placeholder. Don't want to lose that Thundercloud proc.
Thundercloud was a trap.
I can't do anything with this.
That might be an maybe not.
No.
That's
Okay.
I switched.
Same reason.
My MP. And give me that blood drain skill. That was pretty good.
Really?
Delete. Wrong.
Ellie, you are not where you should be.
Oh, well, my bad.
Is that salvageable? We're gonna have an extra tether, huh?
No. I think we're gonna die right here.
That might have
Yeah, this is where we die, I think. Or maybe I'll die. Let's see. I'll take a black.
Yours doesn't have HP. Alright.
Yeah.
LB3?
Killer LB3.
This is awkward timing, but it might technically work. If I can get out of
Delete.
animation lock.
Nope. You are super dead.
All right. Well, maybe this is the time we jump off the edge then.
No, I think this is still fine.
Oh.
I mean, there's not much damage happening in this phase, but
But this is a whole bunch of DPS that we're not getting.
Yeah.
You really want me to
that's it.
I think I fell.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just tripped. I don't know how I fell off the edge though.
You stubbed your big toes.
Yep, you just
Yeah.
went towards A.
Fell over and rolled off the edge.
Yep, just went towards A, like backwards, really hard.
Yeah, I have that tuck and roll problem. Like if I fall, I tuck and roll. I just roll too far.
So the game you've been playing is Dark Souls.
Yeah. I was trying to dodge the boss's attack, and
You were heavy rolling, weren't you? No iframes.
no, I had iframes. It's just not as many and not as much recovery.
Stack poised.
Which Dark Souls are we playing?
Probably the first one, because that's the only one where poise really means anything.
Dark Souls 2, poise was the thing.
3 also has poise, it's just
But you
That-
needed a buff
two
in
and-
order for it to work.
3 have poise, but they aren't as useful as 1.
In 3, you needed a buff in order for it to work.
well, no, hyper armor frames work fine. Poise influences how effective your hyper armor is. It's a different system, but you can just hit perseverance and basically ignore it anyway.
Alright, I'm back.
Sucks to be you. Don't worry. 6 out of the 7 times of the week I don't do my caclock thing.
For me, it's like 9.5 out of 10.
I only do them once a week.
I meant the weekly ones.
Oh. I was thinking the daily ones.
I think I even did my daily ones. And then I was just like, after I did them, I was hanging out in the cactus in the old saucer. I was like, wait, why am I still here? I just left.
Red first dead.
People on my side. Want to hang out?
Blues first next. Blue again. Sweet diggity. Help.
Help! Help!
Help. This is gonna be a rough one.
Battle. I'm fine.
I mean, you're alive. Fuck you. Fuck you.
On, like, it's far away.
I need the corner.
Because we killed them too fast. I don't think that's a problem. Well, maybe it's a problem.
Oh, better to build LV!
What a baby.
I'm good. Just brings me back to those good old tanking days. Can I get a rescue? I wasn't serious, but thank you.
Should have interrupted his cast.
Haley is what color? White.
White.
Front.
No. Alright, time to get serious.
Just now.
Yep. Red is black. Red is going to be white now. Red stays white, so stay where you're at.
Here it is. I guess it's fine.
I apologize for stacking, but I'll counter that you have tank privilege and that does no damage.
I don't even know how much damage it does. Just scared.
I got this.
To quote a wise man, what a baby.
Check your colors, stay away from people taking orb. The usual.
Going second care.
Okay.
Back up.
Hope you remember.
Missions.
Got time.
Going second again.
My color got changed. Well, I'm dead.
Step back, Splunter. Back up.
How about I don't stack?
Or just kill it. That might be a parts for the books.
For you, maybe. There are a lot of deaths.
I'm kind of curious.
I did not want to wipe at like 0.2%. So
Thanks for your sacrifice.
Oh.
All right, we have almost 2 whole hours, but we won't even need it. Because
Nope.
we're going to go straight to Enrage, and then we'll kill it before the Enrage happens.
go
In
rest
other
my
words, a
eyes for
clear.
10 minutes.
Think of it this way:
Wait,
the sooner we kill this, the sooner you can go to bed.
if the boss is still at like 90% HP when they do enrage, I don't think we'll.
If the boss is at 90% HP when they start in rage, I'm blaming you.
Well, Garrett said we're going to straight to enrage. We're just gonna skip all the other mechanics. Go straight to enrage.
So Kanata, I did a dumb thing at work. I have been taking over partially completed tasks and pull requests that were submitted for review, but were clearly not done. And I have finished all of them except for one, and it was a fairly major adjustment to our most complicated single piece of logic in our entire system. And I went through and I carefully refactored it to make it more readable without trying to change the intended meaning of anything. So it's completely different now, and it's broken down into like 30 different parts instead of being one 800-line function. And I made a mistake. You know what the mistake was? Is that I didn't test it before I started working on it. Nothing works.
Well, nothing used to work, and you haven't made any difference.
And I'm just like, oh god, what have I done?
Yep.
But just think of how much better it will be once it's done.
But we didn't know what it's supposed to do in the beginning.
I'm like 97% knowledgeable. There's parts of it that still don't really make sense, even though I've refactored them.
Better than implementing some random stopgap.
That depends.
Like the Florida unemployment website initiated this awful, but it does work, stopgap queuing system that makes you wait in line like you're fucking on Ticketmaster.
I have heard about sites doing that.
Did it work?
Yeah, a little bit clunky.
How long are the lines? 3,000 people? 10 million people?
I had to wait half an hour.
That's not so bad.
I wish Michigan had one of those.
I mean, it's the kind of solution that you come up with when you're not expecting to have to deal with that kind of a problem.
Yeah, so the quick ender will work.
Right, you just take this little section, shunt it off to another server, and that server will tell me when you're ready.
It does have some issues, like it doesn't tell you your line position. It doesn't give you any sort of estimated wait time based on past people.
Get what
And
you pay for.
no indicator that you have completed the queue other than this very loud and annoying sound that if I hadn't had my headset on, I might have heard still because of how loud it is. But if I had been like in another room with my headset sitting on the chair, no.
At least they play a sound. For FanFest, they just like dumps you into the lobby.
Yeah, we all experienced that, remember? And only
Yep.
one person got tickets.
Cough,
Technically
cough.
two, I guess. Everyone just stares over this cliff at Midori and placeholder who got.
Cough.
Cough,
Cough loudly.
I didn't think I had him either because it kicked me out and was like, too bad. And I was like, oh. Like, I put my credit card information in and then it just was loading and loading and loading and then it was gone. No confirmation.
This year, maybe they'll have virtual fan fest.
Oh.
I mean, they probably will, if anything.
Have they announced anything yet? Shouldn't they
That
cancel it
is
by
this
now?
year, isn't it?
They had announced. I thought they had announced dates a while ago, but then that's out the window.
Yeah, it's this November. There's no way they're doing it this November.
Well, exactly. Like, they announced dates before. I thought they announced some dates before shit hit the fan.
They haven't unannounced the dates though. That's weird.
Well, still. Weird stuff. Speaking of random online gaming events, how you feel about no Smash at EVO?
What? Why no Smash at Evo?
Because it's all online play and Smash has god-awful online.
Say that as if any of like Capcom's netcode is in garbage.
Apparently Street Fighter is also excluded, as is Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And all
Wow.
the people in
Makes
those
sense,
games are salty. But Street Fighter is at least getting an exhibition tournament, even if it's not an actual competitive tournament. And the Smash people are salty about that, I guess.
How are they preventing people from just like signing up 7 different times with different usernames?
I don't know. People are asking how they're also going to stop people from putting inline devices on an Ethernet connection to induce lag for themselves. You know, all sorts of stuff.
It sounds like it'd be a shit show. Whatever.
And the joke is that if they had Smash, everyone was just going to play Samus and Ganon.
Is there anyone that doesn't know what they're doing or their timing for the last?
Okay,
Worm?
let's go over the last second, the Worm's Lament 2 again, just for the sake of making sure that we enter that fresh in our minds. So we're splitting into north-south groups, which are going to be the same groups that we have for the first Akmorn, except for we're going to be between 1 and 2 or between 3 and 4. The north group is always going to be grabbing the head at D. The south group is always going to be grabbing the head at B. So first is going to be the tanks and healers. So the tanks will grab their head and explode it when it's at D and B. And then the healers will grab it during the cast of Mornifaw. This is the first one. I believe Tam is the one that's taking it first with an invuln. So we're not going to be soaking damage for the first Mornifaw. Then is the 6-hit Akmorn, I believe. And then the red debuff DPS goes and takes the head out at B and D. And then we have another Mornifaw, and for this one it's Salenta, and he's going to step out from the group, probably just to like, I don't know, like here-ish or something like that.
No. I'm gonna go directly under her.
You're going to go directly under her, so make sure that everyone's at max melee at least.
No, it should be fine.
Okay, well, I mean, if you
But yeah,
I'm gonna trust you because you're the one doing the mechanic. Just make sure you're not under her hitbox, or you will be splitting all of the damage with someone who's not taking any damage. Then the blue DPS will run to clear their stack, and then we'll have one more Akmorn, which is the 7-hit one, and then the Mornifa after that we all have to soak because we've used all of our invulns, and we'll throw up all of our cooldowns, Addle, Heart of Stone, Heart of Light, whatever, Shake and Bake, Super Shields, Spread Adlook, whatever it is you want.
And north is always going to B and south is always going to D?
That is backwards. The group that...
Oh, okay.
Okay, I almost pulled. Okay, the group that takes the Akmorns at here, or here, or here, we're going to D.
Okay.
So north is going to D.
Okay.
From our perspective, from both perspective, you're getting the head that is to your right. Because we'll be facing south. You run to the right to get to D.
Isn't there a scenario where both the DPS in north or south get the same mark and then can't?
Yes.
There is that possibility. In the possibility that if Tyleet and I have the same debuff, then Tyleet will be backwards.
We should
And-
play casting classes so we never have to float. I'm just saying.
All right. 4 Black Mage Squad next here.
Then we can all just rock, paper, scissors who has to move.
No, we all stand each on each other and yell at everyone else to adjust. Always. Everybody. Be like, there's 4 ley lines here. Why don't we get 4 times the buff?
If
That
they
would
made
be
ley
cool.
lines a party buff, we'd see a lot more black mages.
We'll definitely be running 4 black mages.
Oh my! Just imagine how short your GCD would be. You could get in so many Fire Forces, you'd have to switch to ice mid ley line.
Never move 2021. Isn't that 2020? Shelter.
All right. Well, yeah, I believe that pretty much covers everything.
Well, okay. No, there's the other thing. How do you handle the 2 DPS both having... Don't 2 DPS have the red at the same time also?
Right.
We
So-
covered the blue. So,
No,
Oh.
same thing. Is it's just like the first phase. If the 2 of us have the same one, then the other 2 are also going to have the same one. So basically, you and Midori are swapping for that mechanic.
okay then.
We float to the other side regardless. So we have to look at their debuff also.
Well, as soon as you find out that we're in the swap position, then
You have to look at your partners or your whatever, the other DPS you're stacked with. You
yeah,
have to
we
look
should
at their.
call- we should call it out. We should call it out.
He just yelled it to me since he's in the other room.
Deep meta.
I guess
It's like they
that's-
have their own private Discord.
We talk so much shit.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
How many times have you been told to go to bed?
More often than I'd like to admit.
All right.
Remember, people,
let's do this.
potions.
I'm gonna give us one run.
My last 2 potions.
I'm really disappointed. We had this discussion.
You need to step out.
Don't make me turn this right around.
think we can push 67. There's a lot of breathing room in the second pit.
I mean, that'd be nice. Let's just see. Let's see what we get.
Back.
Behind. East west. Away. Get out. Check your stacks. Sidekick. Enter Cardinals. Stack.
It's probably close to 68.
We did realize partway through the first pull that you're the one who calls everything. So that was, you know, fun.
Yep.
And they were like, "Oh, Tam's not here." Like,
I don't have any burst for the first hit. Only 1 3/4 laps.
Apply yourself.
Yeah, the guy we picked up, he was lapping like 3 or 4 times. Come
Oh
on.
my gosh. Now I feel like I'm really behind.
he was taller,
you are.
way for longer.
Oh, did he hit sprint? That's cheap. Or she.
Absolutely not cheap.
I mean, it felt like cheating when he was using ranged attacks as a tank.
No, that's bad. That's different.
But no, with the Holy Spirit.
Oh.
I know, right? That's cheating. What?
No, that's totally cheating.
I know, right? We have 4 range on our side. That's ridiculous.
Was close to 68.
Very close.
Don't forget to LB after the first one pop.
Backwarn. Check out.
Eventually. My health is way behind them. I guess the first good chance you get it. Probably mitigating too much.
Blue is at B. Two.
We're going.
One next. And 4. We're in full night coming up. Check your damage. Guys coming up.
Still means I stay still.
Still background.
I had to learn that because the guy
That
kept
wasn't
saying, like,
fun.
biting first. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Second.
I'm gonna need a shield in a minute. Not yet.
Move.
It's the north-south with the knockback.
Well, I'm gonna need a shield for it.
What? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Bet I'm tanking.
Yes, you are.
I am, and I can slow raise carrot. Unless you could. Thank you.
It's only like
Still tanking.
Placeholder is still tanking.
Can you get carrot?
Should be.
I don't feel.
Away. Away. Real or not?
Nah.
Get in.
Out and in.
You having carrot?
I do not have a swift cast the guy can use.
These Lockmorns.
I'm gonna try to slow placeholder.
I'm Garrison Kylie.
Careful with the Akras when you're ready.
Move. Ready to move again.
Okay.
Now.
And then paddle if you can whenever it's up.
Back up.
Second middle.
I'm glad he didn't switch during the Akmorn.
I was waiting on cooldown for sure, but I did get it off before that.
Press limit and check your stack.
Isolate.
Views are in. Sprint into.
Back.
2, 3. I have res on. Well, then the healers
Nope.
died, and then I got cleaved.
Oh, I shouldn't have.
Yeah, I had 3, which means Tam would have had 2.
Yeah. But I died in the stack.
Yeah, as soon as the ice runs out, I can get off 1 attack, and while the GC is going, I hit my 2 biggest cooldowns.
1 sec.
Let's step out and get Tam some potions.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan.
Luckily, setting waymarks is no longer the most time-consuming thing.
Tam, if you can't afford potions, just let us know. You can on me.
I can't afford potions.
Nobody believes that, Tam.
Darn, I thought that would work.
You had me convinced.
Alright, I have potions. During my opener, I basically get an extra fell cleave when I use Vengeance.
So I'm gonna buy some potions.
One sec. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the bathroom room.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about what I was doing at work because, of course, I was still working until like 6:55 because I was fucking pissed off by it. And I'm just like, I know, I can tell that like that's the kind of person that I am. That I just like, I like refactoring things to make things cleaner, and I like cleaning things up and making them understandable when they're a fucking mess. But man, it feels bad. I should never like trust my coworkers. I hate that feeling of like not being able to trust the people I work with. That's like my least favorite thing about this job.
Aren't you a manager? Why are you touching people's code?
What I don't like is the fact that I can't trust them to like do the job that they're actually assigned half the time. There's a lot of bad programmers out there. We don't get the best people. I'm definitely leaving as soon as I can. Strategy.
Midori, did you get the vending machines?
I haven't checked my mail. Which person did you send it to? I've just been okay. I've just been logging in to do the little picture thing and then logging out because I gotta do it with all of them.
Picture thing?
Wedding
you're
event.
You're talking about that thing's going on like all month.
No, but you can't get the clothes until after the 7th day or something. So if I do it fast, then I can not have to do it for the rest of the month.
Yeah, what, 40
How many alts
alts?
do you have?
2?
Oh, we're talking about Animal Crossing, not
I'm
14.
doing placeholders because he can't be bothered.
I have 4 villagers, the same island.
Wow. Are they holding all your stuff?
They're holding a lot of my stuff, yes.
I need to do that, I think, because all my stuff is laying out all over my island.
Yeah, I got socks, so I can put socks on my feet. Check your food.
Check your pots. Make sure you have more than like 10.
Well, you should have checked your pots when we stepped out.
That means his Tam only has 10.
11. He had
You
one.
should
and
use
had
2
it.
pots per pull. Yeah, that was a big number.
You say 2, but at least 2. We could be using 3.
If we got to enrage, we could.
Bro, it's a pretty long fight. There's definitely time. Though with the ad phase, maybe it's not.
You should be able to use a pot as soon as we get back from the ad phase, which will also have devotion and other
Or south.
cooldowns.
I'm getting a lot of canceled casts today.
I know that's strong.
Look away.
Wow. Master freeze me looking the other direction.
Get in. Check those stacks. Get in.
Bottom of my ball.
Sounds terrible. Someone ate the ball.
Nom 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 nom.
behind.
I will say one thing I like about you, Tam, is that as a warrior, I don't have to worry about you losing threat like 6 seconds into the fight.
Who was the other tank that you were with?
Howard.
Ah. How did they lose hate?
I have no idea.
Your DPS is higher than mine.
Their sustained overall DPS, not their burst opener.
Or
They
south?
open with their burst, though.
Yeah, but their burst is not a burst.
Yeah, it's not a burst.
It's like a 30-second long buff that increases your damage by like a little bit.
Except they should be opening with their magical opener, given our comp.
I wouldn't know.
And, you know, Confiteor alone is pretty hilarious.
The boy? Get in. Stacks. Get in. Axe kick.
Why'd you tell me to get it?
I told everything to get in.
For the tower step.
Oh, darn it. Regular stacks.
$68.
Ooh, better.
What was it you wanted us to get to, placeholder?
We want
65.
15 by the time the second worm faced. Or at least. Let me kill this, let me kill this.
Sorry.
I almost lost that one. Good 1%.
Alright, we have to use potions on this.
Alright, that's a full 4 laps.
We
I
are-
want to say I saw you like slice through that center puddle.
There's a bit of sliding going on.
I don't think we're gonna get another break from the Mortiphos. Probably during the first one. I wonder why we're getting so much less limit break than other
Because of our mitigation, maybe? Question mark?
during what?
I don't know.
I think also just the when we're doing more DPS. Seems
Oh,
like
maybe
we're
we
getting
shouldn't
less.
mitigate like the first AoE.
All right, no mitigation, zero mitigation.
All right,
Zero
guys.
mitigation.
Let's optimize that shit like Kafka.
Right.
Okay. Anyway,
Let's do this.
potions.
我らが敵を滅ぼさん
Oh, we might get it.
Stack up.
Hit it.
Blue is at beat. Three. Then two, then one. Check your timers. Ice. Front and back.
Back on button.
Move.
This is the knockback mirrors. The fuck? The fuck?
Well, I died because I did a silly thing. I don't know why Carrot died.
I mean, I popped my shirt cast running in as usual. No reses, so I guess
Yeah. No recovery.
よりて正常
Have we ever gotten through that phase without losing at least one bird?
We
I
have.
don't think so.
technically.
Are we doing something wrong?
Probably.
Like,
I don't know.
there's some other strats which are like require even more precise timing, so I don't know if we should be trying those.
I mean, it seems like even when we're all in the right spot and use a surecast, someone always dies. Mainly you, mostly. Which is not your fault, mind you.
Not always my fault. It is definitely sometimes my fault.
I don't know, that just seems like a really big bottleneck for us. If there's something else we should be doing, maybe we should...
It's not our actual bottleneck, though it is a problem. Yeah, I mean, until our bottleneck is actually DPS, which it is not proven that it is, people should probably just move immediately and not try to finish casts.
Well, for that one specifically, if you get the debuff, you can definitely move towards C.
I mean, yes, but when people die, it's on the second hit, or rather the first hit that we really take. Like, nobody has the debuff.
That means
Not always the case. That's not always the case.
No.
If someone dies on the first
when I
one,
die, it's on the second hit.
yeah, if someone dies on the first hit, they're either the first one in the stack, which is like, where's the tank, and or they got yeeted off. So.
Well, let's just clarify. There are 3 hits there, right?
Well, there are 3 attacks.
One of which we're not supposed to take.
Yes.
Yes.
So
if you take the first hit, the first attack, then you die. So there are actually 2 hits.
So which one is the first hit? The first hit or the second hit? Because I'm saying the second hit.
Who's on first?
Is the one people are dying.
The second mirror that goes off is the red mirror.
But
So
the first
most
mirror is
people
the one that kills you, isn't it, Carrot?
We usually die on the red mirror, not the green mirror. If we die on the green mirror, there's only 2 possibilities that Kanata just listed, which is either the surecast wasn't up in time, or it was up too soon, or they were the closest person to the green mirror, which means either the tank was out of position or they didn't move correctly. Like the first time, my keyboard just like started running me in completely the wrong direction, and I'm like, did my mouse lose like focus on the game? Did I like whatever? So like that was an abnormality. I've never had that happen. The second time, surecast was supposed to be up, but I guess it wasn't.
Okay, but that's so the 2 things we've seen here tonight, including Nearest just going the wrong way, let's ignore those. Most of the time, you just seem to mysteriously die on the first mirror.
It's the second mirror that usually kills me. Yes, because I get the magic vuln, and even though I'm not moving because I'm casting, it has already locked in my damage on the first mirror and on the second mirror. So, like that's when I started overcompensating and trying to get closer and closer to the red mirror until, like, I was taking it from tanks.
You should not be getting the first debuff. If you are, that means you are the first 4 people running to the red mirror.
And it's like Midori says, it locks in who it's chosen, like 4 seconds before the animation goes off, or something stupid like that, because of the way this game works.
It locks in the who gets targeted, like as the animation for the first one is finishing. Like, it's so early. It's incredible. Like, that's why I hit arm's length, like, in the middle of the animation of the first one. Because if I don't do that, I'm too late.
Yeah, so what I will be personally trying to do to compensate myself is, I've been running straight back. I should actually be running back and towards whichever side has the red mirror. So I take the first thing like back here as opposed to like back here, and then I have to truck it all the way across the arena, right? Because like anything back past this line is safe. So if the red mirror is at D, I can be standing right here and then like only have to move that far, as opposed to having to move this far, and also everyone else who is also moving, it's already locked in our positions when we're like right here. Right,
Yeah,
so
like
also that's also a section where I think I'll be better served using sprint.
Probably your best to use a sprint in the whole fight.
No, you need to have sprint up for the Isolate Dragon song, or you will die to the puddles. At
Oh.
least
never
I,
sprint there.
I don't know what the
I
fuck.
to the puddles. If I
I'll
were a
sprint that
dancer, I
corner.
wouldn't have to
Avant
worry
point.
about it because I wouldn't have to worry about my character juking every time I attacked. Man, I would trade. Let me see here. I would trade. In Kindle, I would trade in Kindle to have a Esprit. Like Blink, man, I want Blink.
Oh, you mean Onavant?
En Avant, that's the one. Yeah.
I don't
Esprit's-
use it there though. I just walk out of the puddles.
No,
But
no, I
also
I would use it for other things, but I would use it
I'll use it. Yeah, I do use it.
a lot.
Honestly, En Avant is a lot more useful for a caster than it is for you.
Which is why she gets it.
Oh, that was me. I'm ready. Go ahead and count down.
Behind. Go south.
I lost my mouse. That's awkward. Oh,
Hmm,
Ooh.
that
wait.
doesn't seem right.
What?
We were frozen.
That was weird. That's new. We died to something new.
Wait. What?
Well, some of us died to something new.
I don't know what that was.
Some of us tripped and fell off the arena.
Those big lollitos.
There was an icicle that was behind me. I stepped on it and fell off.
Kanata,
What's up?
I have a suggestion for you,
Yes?
which is go to system system configuration, mouse settings, and then use expanded mouse functionality settings. Choose hardware cursor OS standard.
Uh,
Do you not see that?
no.
So in system configurations, mouse settings is the fourth from the top. And there's not a whole lot of settings on this page. The second one is the expanded
Below the
mouse.
slider bar, there are 3 dotted options. It is the second.
Alright, so I'm in settings, home.
Are you looking at system settings in the game or system settings on your computer?
On my computer.
No. In Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, okay. System configuration,
Yes.
mouse settings.
Mouse settings, hardware cursor, OS standard, not 14 custom. The reason is that Final Fantasy 14 has not fully adapted to high DPI mode, so the OS cursor will be a lot harder to lose than the custom 14 cursor, and it's also just a little bit snappier. Do not use the software cursor, whatever you do. That is a fucking trap.
Oh, I know what happened. It's like my mouse got stuck on my second monitor. It just hit the tippy top and it didn't go to the second monitor.
Do you play in windowed mode?
Borderless Windows, yeah.
If you have a second monitor, you can play such that your mouse can leave the window and go onto the other monitor.
That's how I like to play.
Yeah, the top right corner of my second monitor is not a transfer point to go to my FF14 monitor.
I have a similar thing because my second monitor is vertical.
Which means I
And here I am just using a 70-inch TV to play this.
I mean, how else am I going to, I don't know, look at raid strats?
Is it?
You look at DPS meters.
I mean, yes. Have ACT open full screen.
Is it harder to dodge the AoE since they're bigger?
Totally.
All right, I'm ready. Let's do another raid check.
I gotta go back to like old school, like 14-inch CRT.
Right? That'd be really small
14
AoE.
inches deep, right?
Actually, I have a 21-inch CRT.
As much as I liked the actual picture of those, I will never go back because of the fluorescent ballast problem.
If you're trying to move an arcade cabinet up to a third-story apartment, I have no love of CRTs anymore. I still have that arcade cabinet, but it doesn't move.
And honestly, I don't know if if there's any redeeming values to old school CRTs compared to modern screens. Early 2000s maybe, but not modern screens.
I just like the warm sound that analog gives you.
Right.
The other problem with the CRT is that I would have to completely rearrange my shelf and move half of it outside.
East West. Good boy. Check your stacks.
Oh,
I have an extra stack. Or something.
Oh.
Did I get hit by your explosion?
Somebody exploded their ball too early.
Somebody. Jeez, I wonder who that was. Yeah, no, I was talking. I think Tam got clipped by mine.
The first one? I don't think we actually are doing this part.
What?
You're saying this one, right?
What?
This area?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think either of us are doing it.
Nope. Asylum's all I do.
There you go, I've got it.
I don't need that.
Wow. Rest
Right,
right.
it's not for you.
If Tam's around half HP, I'll throw a Tetra, but that's about it.
Yeah, you get a...
Otherwise I just assume that the Rapture I use when we move there will pick everyone up if they're still low.
Yeah, you have to get a decent control.
East-west.
This fight is convenient in that most of the time its damage is, and with a fair amount of distance between them.
Oops.
Kara, can you get Kanata?
Yes. No. No. It turns out I actually use Swift Cast for movement in that phase when I get chosen.
Roy. Get in. Check the stacks. Get in. Axe kick coming up. Stack.
Yikes.
I don't see a percentage. 71?
This is gonna be a mechanic practice run.
Yeah, get to actually hit engage. There's some healing optimization you can probably do at the end too, when we haven't practiced.
Be proud of my damage that run too. This run. I was like, that might be my best ever.
Ten full rotations.
Because you
Since
said
the
use
start
tomahawk.
of the phase.
I was embellishing my numbers a little bit.
I see. It's a fish story.
Yes, a big fish. Back up.
And we still don't have B3.
We'll have it for now. Worm's Lament. He's lose a beat. It's going to be 4.
Going to 1, right?
3.
Okay. Yeah. This is a mechanic run, whatever. Shouldn't have used a pod.
I shouldn't have used 2.
I shouldn't have used another pod.
Timers.
Move south, go south.
I'm glad you didn't take that because I certainly needed it.
Oh, it's not a lot number. Whatever. It worked out.
Darn it, I
Stay still. Front.
Oh, I need confidence.
I'm up. I'm giving up. And I'll tap. Got it.
Okay.
Got it. We're fine. We're ready to move. Now.
Alright, knockback nears. If we do this mechanic correctly, I'll call it a victory.
Not a victory.
Well, it is for Carrot.
Nope, he didn't say that he had.
It's not, because I used try disaster in the wrong slot.
I'm sorry, that is not a definition of failure,
The
though.
boy.
Away. I can't fake,
Fake.
get in.
Out.
Out, no spike.
In.
Oh god, my sprint's down. Oh, why?
Numbers.
It's not a number.
Sorry,
Don't worry.
we need to be there.
Move.
Oh shit.
Don't go to 4.
Go farther. Go farther.
Wait for it.
Move.
Now. Addle. Middle.
Isolate.
Check your stacks.
Check your stacks.
I know, it sounds more authoritative when Tank says it.
So who's that? Or split. Damn it.
Are we just dead?
Nope.
Yeah, because I was supposed to be in the middle. At the end.
Alright guys, we got this. First of this red.
It's
Carrot.
possible that on the runs where we know it's mechanic practice, we don't use the up for the helo one late. If
No.
we determine it before that point.
Ah, fuck it. I think we just keep using it. What percent was we at?
At
I
the
mean,
start of that?
that-
Or?
Doesn't really matter.
We were definitely behind, I have to say that.
'Cause for the mechanic we really want to practice is the last one, right?
Yeah,
So we're not
runs
getting
number
to
two.
it. It's not really a practice run.
Tam, you actually took 230,000 from that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know.
Okay.
Because I'm too focused on what the upcoming mechanics are to do my cooldowns.
Yeah, when the ice comes off, hit your two biggest cooldowns, then look at whether we're stacking or not. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
At that point, it's kind of too late.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm also looking for it too.
How long does the ice last?
5 seconds?
No, it's like 8 seconds.
Basically, I'm wondering if you hit Rampart right before you're frozen, whether it'll still be up.
Oh,
Yeah.
it will.
Absolutely.
Rampart will.
Our big cooldown might not be. But it
Yeah,
probably
but
will
if
be.
you attack it with something else, that would give you more time after the ice to
Yeah.
deal with that. Or Thrill of Battle, even, since Warrior.
Oh, wait, what was that?
Oh.
Well, we had LB earlier.
Go Nelby.
Strategy.
I screwed up my opener. Behind.
Yes, the new mitigation strat. Food.
Also, do we know what killed Kanata in the Feather Fade?
Yes, I think that's probably
I can't understand you, but I'm glad that you know.
I was being dumb, don't worry about it. Was what Khan said. I wasn't being dumb.
East West. Boy. In. Check those stacks. Get in. Extra.
I'm upset. Look here.
Sack.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Wow. Right. Because DPS was dead.
Yes. So we both got one.
Rip.
What killed Placewell?
I went in too early on the axe kick. Surprised I can't eat one of those. I thought I could.
If you're full health, you can.
Racial problem. Looks like you are 100 ish. Sorry, you are about 20 hit points below me.
That's probably it.
I'm salty that HP is the superior racial stat.
I used to have higher end.
You probably still do when you're not dead.
Oh.
Savage.
This is like, Shiva's not the only savage content we're doing tonight.
Gee.
Behind. North south. Good away. Out. Check those stacks. Sidekick at Enter Cardinals. Split.
Alright, I don't think I can do better than that.
What percentage were we at?
60 now.
Just about 68.
69 here.
No, it's gonna be close to 68. We're probably at 69.2.
Nice.
Fuck!
Oh, I was there.
Judgment call. Are we using the LB3? Now that we don't have the damage buff, are we gonna try for mechanics?
Fucking do it. Let's do it.
I don't think damage buff alone should be enough to hold us back.
This next phase is pretty spicy with that damage buff.
It's 10% for a minute. It's pretty good.
Like, I'm doing like 30k for like 30 seconds.
I don't think it's 10%. I think it's lower than that.
It's 5%.
Well, it's 10% damage buff to what we're doing. It's not 10% like damage or health, total health reduction on the boss. Like, it's not that big. Don't fucking die.
No damage downs either. Those hurt.
Mechanics, guys.
Nobody dies, you will clear. I'm using potions.
I already have.
Stack.
I watched the LB bar fill up before the damage went out.
It's complicated.
Let's get a good call on this.
What was that, D? Three. And we'll be going to 4. Come on. Check the timers. Nice coming up. Went back. Stack up.
The pew pew thing. Pew pew, I don't know. Never mind.
Get after we move.
Move.
Oh my god, I have a million damage now.
That's a lot of damage.
Wait, what?
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, game. Oh,
Okay.
This is the double mirror. Still taking autos. Still taking autos. One 3 splits.
You ready to turn?
Kanata, you're gonna raise in a very inconvenient place if you accept that.
I'm gonna wait till the mechanic is over.
Look away. Is it real or
Out.
fake? Out. Look away.
Out the name.
Out of spite. One in 3 splits.
Ready to move. Now.
Wow.
Now.
I have battle for this one.
Nice lit. Check your stats.
Twos are in. 2, 3 puddle and to your 8 weight. Somebody took too many stacks.
I did. And I even stepped out of the middle ring so that I wouldn't take the cone.
So Kanata is dying the same way Kara used to be dying during the feather phase. What are we actually doing wrong that's causing one person to die every time?
So I think our strat might just be bad. Like, the other way that we can do this, that is, less weirdo timing dependent, is having one group run to the green mirror and one group run to the red mirror.
And then just not use knockback protection?
Well, no, you have to use knockback protection.
Whoever's at the red mirror needs to use knockback protection, right? Because
And then
and then the green mirror needs to not get knocked back from the red mirror or whatever.
So they would have to delay. Yeah, that's scary timing.
No, they don't have to delay knockback protection. They can just not use knockback protection.
Wouldn't you get knocked off when the red mirror goes off?
No, because the green mirror will knock you to the red mirror.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good point. Okay.
I have a question.
Guess I would do it.
Is it whoever's closest to the mirror is taking the tank buster, or whoever is furthest east or west?
Mirror.
East-west. It's not like your north-south distance to the mirror doesn't matter.
No, I mean just proximity to the mirror.
Right, like I'm saying.
It is. It's a directional line from the mirror, going straight east-west.
But his question is, does he have to be north? And the answer, I believe, is no. You just have to be the furthest east-west.
Correct. Also, just to amend, the green mirrors can anti-knockback, but if you're doing that, you should be sure to knock back both of them, not just the first one.
Yeah, the timing on that is very close. And the problem is if you miss it, then you're dead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you, as a personal preference, would rather not get ping-ponged, it is an option.
So are we doing anything different for that?
There might even be a strategy where we don't move at all, but I don't.
Yeah, theoretically you could just split up and flank the boss instead, do your order stacks there, but then you have to anti-knockback both of them.
I
don't
don't
know.
think that
It strikes me that it would probably be the air quotes uptime strat.
as much as I admittedly dislike getting knocked away, I don't think that you can expect us to get both of them down, like with the same anti-knockback.
Yeah.
I don't think that's worth even trying as a strategy.
Right.
I have an idea.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So we have our groups, right?
Hypothetically?
So Silence is getting the first knockback. So he'll go to the green mirror. And only one group needs to anti-knockback the first one. And I'll bring the boss to about like 4 or 3, depending on which side the red one is on. and then the first group will get knocked back past the second group. Then both the groups will get knocked back for the second one.
Problem with that is that you're having the first group be the closest to the mirror twice, which means they're guaranteed to die.
I thought the
damn
first
it.
group was using their knockback.
If the first group's using their knockback, then they're not getting knocked back, and then they're going to get yeeted by the red mirror.
So yeah, I guess if the green people use their knockback, then they'd have to run to like the middle of the arena before the red one goes off.
That's
I don't
true.
think that really helps anything.
Can't we just organize our lines?
Well, the reason I was specifically mentioning that is because as a healer, you want to put something in between mirrors. So my inclination would actually be to anti-knockback both of them if I were on the green side and stand near the middle of the arena, so you can actually preserve your healing cast.
Right, but I think we need to operate off the assumption that that's not.
Oh no, I mean just as the healer, the party can stand wherever.
Do the mirrors have cast bars at that point?
Yes.
Yes.
Because if the mirrors have cast bars, then I've just been like doing this wrong the whole time, right? And we should just be looking at the cast bar and popping Surecast right before the cast bar finishes.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
I've kind of been like looking. I've been too preoccupied with trying to get my character in the correct position, so I have been not looking at cast bars. But if you can see the cast bars, then it should be relatively easy to Surecast both of them.
Yeah, there are cast bars. As has been mentioned before, they're very early. Immediately after the first cleave goes off, the first mirror's cast bar runs out pretty soon after you can get over here.
Right, but
I'm just saying, if you're going to try to look at the cast bars, be sure to look while or before you move.
Well, what I was saying is, it might actually be easier to try to Surecast both of them and just not move. Because if we don't have that movement step, and we just pre-position ourselves around the boss, I mean, this assumes that everyone is able to do that correctly with the timer, right?
Question. Arm's length lasts 6 seconds.
Yes.
What is the difference between the time that the green mirror goes off and the red mirror goes off?
About 5 seconds.
About
5 seconds.
4 seconds and 5 seconds is very different.
It's doable. I've done it once, but every other time I've tried, I get knocked off the edge. So
I've done it on accident.
It's really, really tight. Like,
the point is, 5 seconds. Fuck that. Not gonna happen.
I think it's 5 seconds.
4 seconds. It's actually 4 seconds.
Or there is a. I'm forgetting the cast's name right now. This thing.
I'm like, we gotta be clear about the expectations here, right? Like, if it's actually 5 seconds, we're fucked. It's not gonna happen. If it's 4 seconds, and it's a full 2 seconds,
4.5 seconds.
Figure it out. If it's 4.5 seconds, it's kind of questionable. Do we really want to go for that?
Solenta.
Back when I was involving both of them, I got it a few times.
There's a degree of confidence that we need to understand is like not acceptably consistent.
For what it's worth, I've been doing it pretty much every time, but I'd also like to point out that I've just been accepting I'll lose a cast, so I'm not trying to maintain uptime at that moment.
Doesn't Surecast also last long?
No, it's also 6 seconds. The only difference is Surecast used to be on a shorter cooldown than Arm's Length. They're identical in every way now. Well, except Surecast doesn't apply a slow.
And Surecast makes it so your spells don't get interrupted, which is useful when you're tanking.
So I don't see a fundamental flaw with what we're currently doing.
Yeah, so I think that okay, let's just let's restate who are in each of the groups and where the groups are standing. And maybe we can move it in a bit if we think that will help people get there faster, or maybe people can pop sprint because that helped me. But I think that if we're gonna keep doing our current strat, we just need to make sure that we're 100% clear on it.
Something worth mentioning. I don't know how relevant this is. In the guide I'm reading, they have they put a tank specifically in the between the two groups for some reason. Are we doing that?
What? No. Wait, why?
It might. I can see that actually, because if you have the first group get the
What?
The debuff.
What if we go into the red side and
if-
only half of us popped our Surecast things?
Okay, so I don't know if this is what they're doing, but what springs to mind when you say that is if the first group gets knocked past the tank, as in if they're using their anti-knockback, then well,
That is weird.
No, they would
That
just
might-
die.
well, no, if the first group has their own tank, if the tank is supposed to be there to become the second group's tank, then that would let them move Shiva closer to the middle.
I feel like we're overcomplicating
I think that's a little more
this.
involved than it needs to be.
Yeah, I think there are two viable like paths forward on this. One of them is we continue doing what we're doing, and the other, well, actually, there's a third option, which is we don't use any anti-knockback and we run to the green mirror instead. But that I think is susceptible to even more jitter than the first one. Like the anti-knockback lets us, particularly the healers, get off casts between the mirror hits.
Yeah, but I would like to point out that's probably the only major difference. Now, I think it's still better to try to get the anti-knockback off. I think we should be able to consistently do this. Just like as soon as the first one is going off, just hit your anti-knockback. Don't try to like be greedy or anything, and it should be fine. And as long as that happens, we should be mostly fine.
So just to clarify, our first group is supposed to be tank, healer, Tylete, correct? Those are the people who should have the green debuff.
Yeah.
And then the second group is caster, ranged, Salenta.
We have
No,
Tam.
the first group.
We have Tam. Tam is on.
Yep.
Oh, I thought Tam was taking the first hit.
No, he's got to pull the boss, so he's got to be far. He's got to be closer to the edge.
Okay. Well, other tank. You guys have it figured out. I hope.
I like that you use tank in the first one and my name in the second one.
Well, it's because I was trying to figure out who was who, and I
Don't worry
thought
about
you were in the
Don't worry
second.
about it. We're tanks. Don't worry about it.
You're interchangeable, mostly.
This might be overdoing it, but could we just have like positions to stand in there?
I mean, I've been trying to get to this position right
But
here.
I mean, like, so it's a line, 1, 2, 3. You, me, and placeholder in a line, and then so it's clear that we are here, and then everyone else needs to be on the other side of us. I guess.
I don't know if I can guarantee getting into a position that explicit before the while moving before the mirror goes off.
Fine, I'm just saying, get there and hope that you're in the right spot doesn't seem to be working. So.
Well, I'm with Midori that I think that you need to figure out a way that you can guarantee that.
I thought that's what the floor marker was for.
Yeah, like I can get to this spot because I can see the thing. But if I'm trying to form a beautiful row with two other people who are also
fine.
moving.
But it's just so we shouldn't be at a diagonal. Probably. I don't know if it's gonna be weird. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. It's being weird because it keeps. I don't know why it keeps picking Kanata twice.
Well,
For
Kanata-
that consideration, it will be easier if we stayed at Shiva.
Yeah, I think for the people who are who are supposed to get hit first, if you're getting hit a second time, it's because you're running too far. So, or someone else is not running fast enough. So,
How about
rearranged
we
and
give? Okay, I was gonna say, how about we say fuck the uptime, and actually just run more towards the middle of the arena, so we have more markers, and everyone has a marker, and all they do is get to that spot.
I don't think we need to go that far, but I don't think that. Here's the thing that bothers me. What bothers me is seeing healers run to here. That's fucking ridiculous. What's wrong?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life?
You could be running to here and you'd be totally safe. You literally take a 5-foot step. This is fine.
Yeah, I mean that is something. The inside group, the outside group is running this way because it's a shorter distance, but the inside group can actually run more towards the middle of the arena and stand here and say, this is the inside group's position.
Well, here's the thing. There's 2 hits, right? The first hit, you just gotta be to this side of the arena. It doesn't matter where you are. I am here, for the record, as secondary tank. I'm here. I am nowhere even remotely close to a safe distance for the second knockback. It's fine. The second knockback goes off, and then I walk over here in the 3 seconds that I have before the second knockback goes off, and then I'm fine.
We still need to make sure that the tank is the first person getting hit. So
Okay, if healers are here, we have a problem. But you're fine if you're here, or here, or here, or here. Anything around here is fine. Just don't run way over here. There should be no confusion about the groups that are left or right. It should not even be remotely close. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell exactly who's doing what, but it shouldn't even be close.
I think we've beaten this horse. I think we have a better strat now. The second, the red group is going to be here. Green group is going to go here. Does that sound good? So our 2 very distinct piles aren't here and here. It's here and here.
Yeah, you should not cross this vertical line.
All right. Are we getting another pull? Because we actually spent 15 minutes talking about that.
Food war.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's food, bro.
Let's get another poll. Because if we spent 15 minutes talking about it and we don't even try to execute on it, I think we'll just forget. So can we do one poll just to solidify the agreement that we just made? Bond.
I don't mind if you remind me which group I'm supposed to be in, because
you're
just
moving
going to the middle generic so far.
You're gonna take the first hit and you're gonna be here-ish for the red knockback.
Yeah, since we moved to 2 tanks, actually it should be Tylee and 2 healers on the first hit.
Yes, Tylee and 2 healers, and whichever tank is taking the first hit should have the vuln.
So I'll stand here, On the end
No.
of this little icicle?
No. Here.
Healers are standing there.
It doesn't
You
matter.
want it to be in an order.
No,
No,
I
it
don't.
doesn't
I don't give a shit about a line. Like
That
as
was
long as
earlier.
it's 2 discrete groups. So
Although I would make sure you can still hit the boss. I don't know how
I
far.
mean, the only
Well,
reason
I
why you're
understand.
moving this direction is so that you have a further distance to get knocked back. You can go what?
Not get knocked.
And not fall off the edge.
Yes. Like if you're here, it's kind of sketchy, right? Like you could get knocked off. Here,
Yeah. Here is super safe. Super safe.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh wait, somebody's not.
Because we were still talking. I'm not going to use pots, by the way, because I don't have food. This is just to solidify that mechanic.
I guess tomorrow we leave pot at night.
We could go to Infusions Anonymous after raid's over.
Bruh. East west.
Yeah. Okay.
The boy. Out. Check your stacks.
Yeah, I fucked that up. But for some reason, I thought I was.
I was like, wait, why are you running away?
Yeah, I thought I was. For some reason, I thought I was on the side. My.
Well, are we done? Then
Yeah, I'm a skedaddle.
See y'all tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow.
Excite.
Good night.
Got this.
Bring more than 10 pots. Or
I
bring
have-
only 3. I don't know.
I have 31.
Super confident. Only 2.
No, you can use 3 in the fight. So,
You can
you
get
know.
3 in there?
Yeah, it's over
Oh,
10
yeah.
minutes.
Isolate is about when you can use it again.
Hmm.